Yeah. Look around you. They got you marching in a straight line. Check the blueprint, look at the design. Listen. Step into the matrix where the minds are manufactured and the masses are adapted to the madness of the modern apparatus. Everybody wanna be a part of the parade, but that they don't ever see the string that is attached to the facade. We living in an epoch where the truth is simulated and the lies are illuminated, elevated, celebrated by the automated networks running on a loop to paralyze the intuition of the youth. They got you looking at the screen until your eyes are bleeding, feeding on the digital disease that everybody is receiving. Never questioning the narrative is competitive, a sedative to keep the population passive, while the architects of the systemic trap are moving massive. Look at how they cultivate the fear to keep you cornered in a cage. They monetize the misery and weaponize the rage. You think you fighting for a cause, but you just biting on the gauze. You applauding the applause, obeying all the arbitrary laws. A casualty of constant propaganda from the television stations and the corporations running federations across the nations, building up a prison for your consciousness, a consequence of confidence in systems that are rotten to the core. They want a silent worker, want a soldier for the war. They want a consumer who is blind to what they keeping in the store, so you can buy the product, buy the promise, buy the political position, never noticing the absolute erosion of your vision. It's a psychological conditioning to keep you in submission, executing every single mission with precision like a robot in a factory, a fraction of a human being losing all autonomy, a product of the globalized economy, an anomaly. If you decide to step outside the boundary and look at what is happening around the perimeter, they tracking every decimal and scanning every character. You just a number in the ledger, just a ledger in the system, just a victim of the cynicism, blinded by the prism of the multicolored lies that they are projecting to the skies. It's time to realize we are just sheep walking straight to the slaughter, drinking the poison they put in the water, blindly believing the fiction they taught her, following leaders who lead us to fall, marching in step to the beat of the drum, staying compliant, submissive and numb, waiting for freedoms that never will come, trapped in the shadows behind the stone. Accelerate the cadence, feel the venom in the lyricism, shattering the cynicism, breaking through the mechanism of the mental state that they dictate to keep the people desperate in it to degenerate to what you work until you terminate. You never get to germinate a single independent thought, because the mind is bought and sold inside the market where the souls are harvested. We living in the dark, but acting like we are, enlightened by the neon lights that flicker in the night to keep us frightened of the truth. They took the innocence of youth and turned it to a metric. Everything is frantic and electric, an eclectic collection of distractions and reactions to the fabricated crisis that they manufacture daily, passing out the pamphlets, gaily laughing as we stumble blindly down the alleyway of ignorance, ignoring every sign of imminent destruction, purely functioning on automated programming, the damming of the stream of consciousness, a consequence of absolute complacency. We trading our autonomy for safety and convenience, showing total lenience to entities that view us as a resource to be spent, a currency to rent, a demographic to be targeted, a market to be cornered and controlled. It's time to break the mold, but everybody is afraid to leave the herd. They terrified of every single word that doesn't validate the status quo. They move exactly where they told to go, from the cradle to the casket. They are locked inside a basket of illusions, jumping to conclusions that were pre-programmed inside the code. We travel in a dangerous road with heavy loads of misinformation, devastating an entire generation with the validation of a lie. They teach you not to try, they teach you how to cry, they teach you how to comply until the day you die. So raise the stakes and break the chains before the final curtain drops. The cycle never stops until the clock finally runs out of time. We are just sheep walking straight to the slaughter, drinking the poison they put in the water, blindly believing the fiction they taught her, following leaders